Hello, I'm Lise Colucci, one of the life coaches at Queen Being, and I am here today to offer live video support as you discover, understand, and overcome narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. And today we are talking about closure. When with a narcissistic or toxic person, the chances that you got closure at the end of your relationship are slim to none, right? I think we can all relate to the feeling of the lack of closure and feeling like there's some piece that you can't let go of because of it, right? So let's talk today a little bit about that and what you can do for yourself to create your own sense of closure or your own sense of forward motion that takes away the need for closure. Okay. Hello, Jack Lumen and Erica. Let's see. Jack Lumen says, I get like self-love as a carryover from the last stream. And yes, we'll talk a bit about self-love as we go through this as well. So it says, but I wasn't expecting to talk about closure. I'm not seeing closure from the narc. I'm seeing closure from an enabler. That's exactly, yeah, you're not going to see it from a narc. So let's talk about what we can do to, hello, Broken Winged Angel. Erica, hello, let's see. Is it working now, Erica? If you reload the page, I can message you too. But let's see, let's queue up the questions, if you please. Yeah, if there's any questions. So the question of closure being that no matter what so let's start with the beginning, okay? You might want to know something like why. Why did they do the things they do? Why did they treat you the way they treated you? Why, all the whys that come up, you kind of want to hear it from their own mouth to get, hello, Jessica, to get the sense of closure, right? I mean, what was it for you that would have given you a sense of closure? Or rather, what was it that you were looking for? Okay, to gain that sense of closure. And one of the questions that people often ask is why? Why did they do this? Why did they treat me this way? They know why, but they want to hear it from the source, right? And they want to hear them admit to having done these things and acted these ways. Well, I'm going to tell you that even if you hear even if they told you exactly why they did it, okay, if they told you exactly why they did it, you would just sit there stunned, because exactly why they did it is they have no empathy for anyone else. And they do the things they do because they're operating on that sense of no empathy and not really caring about other people. Hello, James. So what they might tell you are reasons that they did it, that they did the things they did and they treated you the way they did, but it's going to be a big mess of like word salad and a whole lot of gaslighting and a whole lot of projection. Okay. And that isn't closure. That's just more of the same stuff you put up with, right? So you're not going to get it from them because they can't give it. The fact is I don't know that a lot of them know why they do what they do, because they're so wrapped up in ego, right? They're so wrapped up in their own experience that I don't really know that they could answer that question, honestly. And here's the thing though, they're all super similar. So a lot of us, if you listen to people and they're looking for closure, they want closure. If you listen to a survivor just coming out of a discard or like months after, and they're just trying to reconcile what happened, you'll notice that the same things come up over and over again. That's because there's very little variance in the way a toxic person will behave at the end of a relationship. So you're not alone when you, I mean, if that helps any. So let's talk about what we can do. So we can't really look to them. Okay. We know that. Let's see. Hello, Jessica. Erica can see me. Yes. Hello, Erica. And Jack Lumen says, my issue is now I'd like to have a personal history from my now deceased uncle. Dad tells me he didn't want to write anything when he was alive, but Dad, he can write something. So you want your dad to give you history, like family history? Is that what you're saying? And that would help you feel like you had some sense of closure? Okay. And well, I mean, we can't make somebody else do something, right? I guess you could prepare a list of questions so that it would be easier for him to answer. For his older brother, I mean, maybe he's not ready yet too, since this was so recent, maybe it's too close for him if he's not willing to do it. You can't make someone You can't make someone do that. And so the sense is we can't make people give us what we want, right? You could ask him to recount it, like you're saying, and then you could write it down as he's recounting it. If he doesn't want to write it, you could ask him to speak it into a recorder, and if he would be willing to. And if he won't, it's the same for for this. Like if you can't get someone to give you what you need, a sense of closure, then we got to create it for ourselves. Okay. So number one, remove all, not so much in your case, what you're talking about here. I'm talking about closure from a toxic narcissistic person. Remove the physical evidence of the relationship from your life. Like we talked about yesterday, getting rid of pictures, getting rid of the stuff that's around you so that you can create some freedom from that. But it's really important to get a sense of closure if you don't have constant reminders all the way around you all the time. Okay. Rearrange your house, rearrange your furniture, redecorate, get new sheets, if nothing else, right? Get new, and if you can't do that, just rearrange things, make it look different, make it feel like your own. It's all really similar to what we talked about the other day, but this is the point of it, is to create something for yourself that you're moving forward, because the way we can get closure is by not holding on to looking back, if that makes sense. We still need to look back and understand what we went through, but we don't need to live in the past. Okay. So moving forward can help you sort of close the door on the last chapter of your life and move forward towards something better. And by, you want to quit. Erica says, I want to quit wanting to ask him why. Okay. And this is, so what is it that you are wanting from him besides an answer? What, like deeply, what are you wanting? Are you wanting to get angry at him? Are you wanting to hear, because we know why, right? I mean, I can tell you why. I can be him for a second and say, I was selfish. I was thinking of myself. He could be as nice as he wants about it and as honest as he could be, and it wouldn't be the answer that you need. Okay. Because the truth is, it's not about you. It's about them. It's all about them. So what is it that you want from the why? That's what I would ask. Of course, you'll still wonder. You'll wonder no matter what. James says you'll still wonder. No matter what they tell you, you're going to wonder, because nothing they've ever said has held much water, right? Hello, Jen. You're on fire. Happy Friday. Why? What's up? Something good? I hope that's good fire, not bad fire. You want him to say he cared, but the truth is he didn't. Okay, the thing about people with low to no empathy, they may care, okay, in their own way. So he can tell you he cared all he wants, and to him it's true, okay? But the truth is they don't care, and it's not you. It's not about you. What he cares about is himself more than anything, right? So it's not about, it's like looking for fine literature in a math class, Erica. You can't, it's two different languages, okay? They do not speak the language of the heart. They speak the language of self, okay? So you can't, you're not going to get that from him. Okay, that's where you seek it in yourself. You need to care about you and those around you, and and accept the care that you're given from people who do care about you, even if it's not the kind you want right now. That'll come, right? It's finding where people are caring and let it in, okay? And let yourself care about yourself. He is, I know you're going to want it, but his answers are going to be irrelevant no matter what. And Broken Wing Angel said, why is it so easy for them to walk away, is my question. Because they're already on to the next thing. They're already on to the new shiny thing, right? Or because of ego, they are so stubborn that they can't relate on a relatable level, on a one-to-one person level, like they can't toggle both sides. They can't say, oh, okay, I see that you're feeling this way, I'm feeling this way. How do we reconcile this? It's all them. They just can't. So they walk away. They walk away when it gets difficult. They walk away when it's anything they don't want, right? Or they walk away for no reason because they discard, and they have to go through that cycle. It's part of the way they function in relationship. Okay. I'm saying okay a lot today. Sorry about that. Let's see. La 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 la. We have empathy and they don't. That is exactly right. Um, Jen says, I feel amazingly awesome. Wow. Y'all, that free energy, it's awesome. Isn't it great? And that's the other thing that I was going to say here is notice, where did I write it? Notice all the freedom that you have right now compared to what you had when you were with them. Okay, that can help you move. Say, okay, again, I'm going to stop. Notice all the freedom that you have in your life right now that you did not have when you were with a toxic person. And that freedom can help lead you forward as well and stop from the anchoring back to this need to know why they did something. It's not you need to create this closure. You can't expect it to come from anywhere else. Okay? I said it again. I'm just going to say it today. It's the okay day. It's all okay. It's okay if you're off topic, and I'm so glad you are having a good day because those are important and we need to share them when we have them. It's great that you have the good energy. You can fill the room with it. I appreciate it. Especially as we're talking about something like closure, because that's where we're aiming to get, is where we have these good days, right? And these good days lead us into the next good day. And then we have bad days now and then we have other good days. So instead of being stuck perseverating back on what happened, okay? Now I'm going to laugh every time I say that. And I'm going to say it a lot, okay? Okay, stop, I can't. Okay, here we go. Should not have had coffee before I came here. Who's feeling worthless? Okay, someone's feeling worthless. Broken wing angel. I know I still want the answers. It makes me feel worthless. Why does it make you feel worthless? Wanting the answers from a toxic person is just going to be toxic answers. You see, you're asking for heart from someone with no heart. You know what I'm saying? You're asking for what you need is not there. It's an empty, it's pouring from the empty. What you're looking for is love, and that's within you. And that's what we'll come to the self-love part, because you have the capacity for love and you can fill yourself with that love and stop feeling worthless. It's a journey to get there, but looking toward toxicity to soothe your pain is not going to help you soothe that pain. It's going to create more pain, and it's going to deepen the pit you feel of worthlessness. So let's see here. Hello, Martha. Jen says, because what they offered was never real to them. Walking away from what they lied about is easy. Exactly. And even if they feel it's real, they don't have the emotional intelligence to connect on a level to work through anything that it doesn't serve their purpose. It does comes back to self centeredness instead of, it's not self-love that they have, it's self-centered thinking. And your worth is no determination by anyone but you. That's correct, James. And you are not worthless. We do not think you're worthless here. That's for sure. Let's see. I'm sorry, I'm just reading. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Martha? Let's see what. You're right, Lise. It's just difficult for me to balance my teeter-totter, right? So, as if you feel worthless, what would make you feel like you had worth? Let's look at that. You could do things like you could forgive yourself. Okay, is there any amount of shame or self-blame there, you can let that go. You lived through what you lived through, and you didn't know what you didn't know. And even when you did learn, it's very difficult to get out of these situations. Okay, it's not just, oh, here's the problem, I'm leaving it. It takes a long time. So forgiving yourself can help build your self-worth as well. Jen says, you're asking for answers when what you need is the question I found for me. You know, the why then. Why you? You can answer that without them and can't get it from them. I'm lost there. You're asking for answers when what you need is a question. I found for me, you know why then? You know why them? You know the why them. I'm not following you. I don't know why. I think I'm reading it wrong. Help. What did you mean there? because I think you've got something really great you're saying there, and I am not following it, and I don't know why. It's me. Um, oh, hey, check this one I learned. It's okay to choose you. It's okay to choose you. In fact, it's not only okay, I'd say it's the smart decision, right? Um, we have to resolve our own feelings about this. We can't, this is the point. As you work through anything in life, you can't expect other people to resolve your feelings for you. Okay. You can have supportive friends who offer you validation and offer you, hello, pumpkin, and offer you friendship and offer you support and kindness and love. You can have life coaches or therapists or other people to help offer you questions and help you to look at your own situation and help you to move forward. But in essence, we do our own work. We have to resolve our own feelings. So the need for closure can be an escape route to not trying to resolve your own feelings. And I do not mean that harshly. This is tough stuff, okay? What I mean by that is if we recognize that we have to be accountable to ourselves, then we actually don't need these answers. We don't need these whys. We know the whys. What we need to do is move forward. And by moving forward, you can sort of close the door on the past, and in a sense that's closure, right? So it's closing that door and opening all the other doors that are in front of you, which are your opportunities in life. And another thing you can do, though, is you can create a ritual to let go. It can mean writing a letter, writing out all the abuse. It can be anything that you need it to be, as long as it's safe and legal. And then do something for yourself to create some sort of ritual around letting go. It can be different things for different people. Burn the paper is an obvious one, right? You can create it. Be creative with it. Just be legal about it and safe. And that can help you to, some people need that physical, actual letting go. That can help you to create some closure for yourself. Martha says, let's see, Jack Lumen, you say pumpkin pumpkin, and now I'm thinking about pumpkin pie. Okay, sorry, I'm getting lost here. Once you answer why and what attracted them to you, the answers you seek have already answered, and you get it without them. That's right. Sorry, that's what you meant. That, Jen, that makes sense, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we don't need them for the answers. We have the answers. We don't need them to say it. It would feel good if they did, maybe, but the chances of them, even if they told you exactly what you wanted to hear, exactly what you need to hear, 10 minutes later, they're going to be gaslighting you. So unless you get the closure and run and never see them again, or get that response you need rather, and never saw them again, not even for like a second, you would totally be gaslighted again. It would all start all over again, and it would completely reverse everything that happened in that experience of getting this particular type of closure. So let's see, what are we talking about? It's taken me months to realize the Queen Being crew has got the streams going. Okay. La, 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 la. Let's see. Here once a week at least. Thank you. Hope you're all doing well. We hope you're doing well too. How are you doing? Feels more like a guillotine. What does? I'm reading back here. Sorry, got out of hand. We're talking about pumpkin pie. Okay. All right. Does anyone else have anything about this particular topic that they want to bring up? I'm going to keep this short today because I have to be out of here by 4:15. So, but I wanted to come in because somebody asked about this, and I thought this is a great live topic. Let's go there and talk about it. So what it brings me around to is that the most important, well, here, let me backtrack. Let me see. Setting personal goals. Okay. Resolve your own feelings. Setting personal goals. Create a life for yourself, you guys. This is a new beginning and a chance to start your life from not only starting your life over, so to speak, but creating something with knowledge. You've got all this knowledge now about yourself, about people. A lot of it's painful, of course, and a lot of it is hard, most of it, but turning it around to use it for something positive for yourself and as you do this, as you create goals, you really do start to create a life for yourself. Um, Toxic family teeter-totter analogy. I said more like catapults and trebuchets. Is that it? Trebuchets? No, toxic families are more like guillotines. Okay, got it. Toxic families are more like guillotines, right? Because there's no, yeah, it's all bad. But moving forward is, if we're talking about closure here, right? Then the goal is to move forward and close the door on the pull of the past, right? It's going to be there, and it's going to be part of our lives for a long time, but we don't need to be bringing it into what we're doing in the future all the time. Or we can be using what we've learned about ourselves. There are so many strengths that you have that you never would have felt or experienced had you not had this experience. I'm not saying it's good you had this experience. I'm saying, since you did, let's use it. And let's look at the strengths that you have lived, the strengths that you've found in yourself having gone through this. Let the past be the past, says James. You have to. I mean, honestly, there is no going back there. And what we have left in this life is what's coming forward in this moment now, right? So as we work towards setting personal goals and creating a life for yourself, you begin to create some self-love, because the more you do for yourself, the more you can sense your own worth, and that worthlessness feeling can start to balance out a little bit. That was it Broken Wing Angel was talking about. If you keep looking to toxic to soothe the problems in your life, you're always going to have the worthlessness feeling, because it goes, it's just part of the cycle. They can't give you what you need. Okay. Let's see. Martha's doing okay. Lots going on, but too much for me to mention publicly right now. Eek. Oh, I hope it's okay. Good stuff. Or at least some of it, a lot of it. Hakuna Matata, exactly. The Lion King. Okay, I'm reading backwards. I really should read forwards. Okay, anyway, you guys, so the self-love piece. We don't need a toxic person to validate us. And that's the point with letting go of the need for closure in the traditional sense. Okay, sitting down and having a conversation about how the relationship went and why things ended, and having this deep discussion ain't gonna happen. It would be toxic to you if it did. So letting go of that. This whole process is to get you to a point where you can learn to love yourself and not have these feelings of self worthlessness. Okay. No worries. And anybody, please, just, I'm rambling today. You can just ask questions or tell me what you want. I'm kind of reading, I'm trying to keep up with what you're saying, but I'm not going to read Lion King quotes because I'll get distracted. Great things are going on in my recovery, but my ex-boyfriend, who was emotionally abusive, is having a documentary made about him. What? And I was asked to be interviewed. I declined. Yay. My gosh, right? Yeah, you almost want to do it just cuz, but no, that would be really bad for you. It's good you declined. Good boundary setting there. Lise, why are you rambling besides coffee? What? Because you ain't asking questions. So I have to keep talking or else end the session, right? I have to fill the space in between the space. That's why I'm rambling. You declined because he was abusive. Yes, and you set an awesome boundary there, and that is great. Mod me, please. Like, you know what? I have to figure that out. I have to figure it out. The whole thing. But see, that's a whole nother side of life. It's figuring out the technology part. I will. I'll get to it. I'll do it. I promise. So self-love, guys, what does that mean to you? Talk to me about self-love. Lise, why are you not prepared so you don't have to ramble after coffee? Ha ha ha. I don't know. Oh, I could totally go at you right now, Jack Lemon. And that might be fun. I don't know why you ask such things when someone's talking live, but that's okay. Give me a moment. Recovery. Continue. Ignore. Howdy, Samo Cowboy. How are you? You just got back from chores and saw the notification. Anyone watch Dirty John? Not yet. Plan to eventually, but I'm not going to pay for it. So, um, okay. All right. Okay. So maybe I'll end now since we're done. Since I'm done. Apparently, I'm rambling. Apparently, what I'm saying is rambling. All right. The last two questions would have been deleted. Okay, thank you. All right. I'm reading here. This is when I don't ramble. This is what it looks like. Waiting for a question. Anybody want to talk about anything before I head out? Self-love, guys. What's that to you? That's what's important, not anything that is about rambling. So you're trying to keep a sense of humor. Okay. Rambling is good. Thank you. Anger release. James, let's do that Tuesday. Let's do the anger. Let's talk about anger. I like that. Anger. Let's talk about anger. What that's, he says. That's right. Unfortunately, but saying no was a huge step in my recovery. Love all of you people. Did that give you a sense of self-agency and power to say no? What was that like? Because that's a big step. And if you haven't already, please journal that, because when you need it, you'll have it, right? You'll have describe the experience for yourself. I think that would be a great thing for you. How do you know you're ready to go out to see people? Well, what do you mean by that? Like dating or just anybody? Let's see. Okay, self-love. You have been mentioning it. I'm pretty confused on that. Thank you for coming back to this self-love. Okay, so self-love. Here's my take. We're most of us here fairly empathic people, correct? Correct, right? We're mostly here people who understand what it is to feel love, right? And we can feel it for other people, correct? And stop me if I'm wrong and you don't feel love, or if you don't, just move on. but the love we feel does not necessarily need to come from another person giving it to us. We can sense the sensations, the feeling, the experience of love within us, correct? What I mean by self-love personally is taking that and allowing it to flow back in towards self. And instead we block it and we think we don't deserve it. Right? We'll very easily and willingly give it to other people, but we won't let it flow back towards ourselves. And that's a little woo-woo and a little how is going to be your own path. And we could talk about it for a long time with specific questions asked. I would gladly help, but that it's already there and in you, the love that you have. And so it's turning some of that and allowing it to be in you and also part of you and what you experience of yourself. So it's your experience of yourself. If you're not feeling like you deserve anything, it's very difficult to let the love you already have fill you back up. Does that make sense? So self-gratitude is a way to start. 3 things you love about yourself. Okay, 3 things you like about yourself. 3 things that are okay about yourself. Just start anywhere, wherever you're at. And it can be anything. It can be, I love that I, am calm right now. It can be totally anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Just get it. Just start paying attention to the things you like about yourself, love about yourself. Also, paying attention to the things around you that bring you joy in life. Anything, little things. Nature is the biggest, easiest one, right? Most of us have an appreciation for nature on some level. So coming back to that every day, if you can, so that you can, and just sitting for a second and experiencing what you feel when you see that particular thing or sense that particular thing, using your body and your senses to notice the good things around you can help you to feel what love feels like. Does that make sense? Not love that is tied to a toxic person. That's a different thing. That's an addiction, and it's a different kind of love. It's sure we love them, but we're also trauma bonded and love addicted to them. So that isn't what I'm talking about. And that's not the love you want to pour into yourself. What you want is the love that it feels good and feels like light and happy, coming back to you. So finding the things that you enjoy in life and just letting yourself feel them is giving yourself self-love, right? On some level. Okay, you mean meeting new people, you have stranger danger issues. So new people at all? Um, well, I guess it would depend on why you're feeling such anxiety and working through your anxiety there. Um, the thing is, I don't know about being ready. The word ready, when am I ready to do something, is when you start doing it. Not ready for something big, especially little things. I mean, meeting new people like, hello, hello, nice to meet you, and walk away, that's pretty safe for the most part. It can be terrifying if you have the stranger danger issues, right? It can be terrifying even just saying hello, but it's pretty safe on the scheme of things. Now, getting closely enmeshed with someone and allowing them into your personal space, your heart, and all of that, that's a totally different thing about ready. But being ready for small steps is when you decide to take them, I think, and working through your triggers and anxieties as you go. Some people are going to be just crap. They're just not going to be nice people, and other people are going to surprise you with how loving and kind they are. And we have to realize to discern and kind of play with that energy of it what we're taking in from other people, and then learn to put up boundaries so we don't take too much in. Is that making sense, Jen? Let's see. Hi, Amit. Who's that? Asim. Asim, sorry. You're going no kind. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to find where we are. Okay, we're skipping that. Sorry, here we go. And sorry, now I'm reading. No, I'm not rambling. I'm just staring. Okay. You've been asked to meet people, and I can't seem to make it outside my four walls. Getting braver, baby steps, says Jen. Do you have anyone that can go with you? That might be helpful. Even a dog, or having a dog to go with you. Having doing something around animals so you don't have to talk to the people. Just getting out, baby steps is a good idea. Nope, I got rid of that. Did that work, James? Oh, yes, I did it. We have a mod. Hello, James. You are now the mod. I'm going to have to go in 10 minutes, but that's okay. We did it. Yes. Okay, so that's what I do every time. I just pop you, every time you come on, I do that. I get it. Okay. Sorry, I got really excited there. Okay. It's working. Okay. By whom? Mostly by codependents that are not in okay, we're all right. Anyone have a question or want anything they want to say about closure, self-love, or anything else before we head out today? Even though I just got James's mod. He's modding it. That's awesome. Martha says, I used to make gratitude lists, and while I will definitely be doing that, it's an excellent recovery tool. Plus the 3 things also. Yes. Mo Cowboy is talking about warding off warding off the people, off the activists. Okay, that makes sense. I'm here to proclaim. I hereby proclaim to uphold the the ancient rules of modding. I do so solemnly swear. Mischief managed, James. They feel entitled and get angry if confronted. That's not fun. Okay. All right, guys. I've got about 3 minutes. Anything else you want me to talk about while you chat? Otherwise, I'm going to say goodbye for this fine Friday and wish you all wonderful weekends. What are you guys doing this weekend? Anything fun? Let's see. Oh, you practice on the mailman. I think I freaked him out. That's okay. Lise, how did I get closure? All of this stuff, realizing that it's not going to come from someone else. It's not going to come, it wouldn't come from someone else anyway. The reason I think that closure happens between two people, ending things in a healthy way, is that you have a chance to express yourself. So express yourself. Express yourself. Write it out. Burn that paper. Write it out and keep it for yourself. Right? Create art. Um, Listen to music and find just the right stuff to help you process. It's processing is how I see it. It's not closure. We process this and we heal through it. Closure itself, I think, is an idea not for this situation. So it's a totally different, it's a redefinition of the word, really. It really comes from self. Let's see. What did James said? Oh, you need to go walk in nature. Yes, it's a good way. Yeah. And try to paint over the wedding canvas pic. See? And that's what I'm talking about. Changing the way things look, changing things and doing art at the same time. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to head out and wish you all a happy weekend. And I hope that was helpful in some level. What are we talking about? Talked to a suicidal beef farmer yesterday and he assisted me in putting okay. You got a lot going on in that neighborhood there. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you on Tuesday. Have a good weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.